Hello, friends. What's today? Saturday, May 17th. Sounds right. Mhm. Uh, so, I haven't actually looked. Well, actually, I got here. I was up around 3 or 4 in the morning. Actually, I didn't get much sleep. I was up a lot of the night. Well, actually, I did take naps, like at the at Wawa and at uh, in the car. And when I parked at the house where I live, I parked and took a nap in the car too. There too. Uh, I'm not showing video because I just got out of the shower. You're welcome. Well, I'm going to clean up a little bit here in the bathroom. Mhm. Ah, oh boy. That's weird. Okay. I cleaned it up a little bit. Look at the shower could use a little bit of cleaning too. Shower stall. Mhm. Yeah. I could use this to wipe down the walls in the shower. So a little bit. There we go. A little bit. Better than nothing. Mhm. Or maybe. Coughing as much as I was a few days ago. I don't think. I should put some clothes on. Mhm. I should turn this on. Mhm. Let's see. I can tell if I've gotten better by when I breathe in. I tend to cough. When I take a deep breath, then the top of the inhale, I want to cough. Yeah, let's see. Mm. Inhale. Mm. All right. I'm better. I'm not a little bit. I still have a little bit of urge to cough, but not as much as before. So I've gotten better. Yay. Mhm. Saturday, May 17th, 2025. Mhm. Wow. I wonder whose birthday is it today? I wonder if Bob Dylan's birthday is May something. I'm not sure what day it is. Hmm. Let me turn on this phone. This should be my favorite phone. It fell and the screen cracked a little bit. Not too bad, but I still don't like it. I don't know how it broke. I found it in the morning like that. Maybe I dropped it and it hit something. Now, usually when I drop it, nothing happens to it, but this time, and I wasn't present when it fell, so I don't know how it happened. Maybe I was sleeping and I knocked it off the bed and it went to the floor. Let's see. But yeah, now it's at 80%. Whoa. Mm-hmm. Oh. Hmm. Okay, so I have a morning exercise. It's kind of like a meditation. A breathing meditation. Let's see. And let's see if I can read it. Let's see if I can see it. Oh, it's not. Oh yeah, morning exercise. Here it is. Ramana Maharshi said, if you consider yourself to be the body, the world appears to be external. And if you are the self with a capital S, the world appears as the absolute. Try to begin each day with this very simple meditation modeled on one he gave that beautifully connects us to the meaning of this verse. Okay, so here's how it goes. With each exhalation, think to yourself, I am not just this perishing body. I am not just this perishing body. Make sure you put the just, not just this perishing body. In other words, you could say that you are this perishing body, but you're not just this perishing body. You're more than that. And with each exhalation, ask yourself, who am I? Who am I? With each inhalation, ask yourself, who am I? Well, to yourself. After inhaling, gently retain the breath inside for a short time and answer that question with, I am the shining self with a capital S. I am the shining self with a capital S. Not the shiny, but the shining self. So it's luminous. Maybe it's a light body. Okay. I'm getting sleepy. It's starting to hit me. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. The coffee's wearing off. I may need to take a nap. I'm getting sleepy. I guess I could show my face. Besides says the one there and pictured, he pictured there. Mhm. I'm getting very sleepy. Uh-oh. Uh-huh. Uh, I just got out of the shower 10 minutes ago. Uh, and and I'm starting to get sleepy because I didn't sleep all night. I ate around 2 in the morning at a Wawa. Which Wawa did I stop at? Let's see, which one Wawa was it? Hmm, I'm not sure. I think it was that one. Or was it that one? I can't remember. Hmm. Where was I last night? Oh, I was at I was at the office. So which Wawa did I stop at? Oh, I can't remember. Hmm. Well, now I remember which Wawa I was at. Hmm. I was at the one down Edgewater in near Jun Young Parkway. Kind of the intersection. I believe that's where I was. Yeah. Oh, well, you know what I should read? I should read this book, the Bhagavad Gita. Let's flip it over. Let's see if I could flip this phone, the camera. I'm gonna read the Bhagavad Gita. This is a translation and commentary, mostly by Nitya Chaitanya Yati, but he also got help from his teacher, Guru Nataraja. I think his guru translated it first, and maybe he did, Nitya did the commentary. Yeah, translated by Nataraja Guru. And so the commentary in this explanatory dialogue is by Nitya Chaitanya Yati. So I like this book, but I'm lazy about reading it. So I'm in chapter 4. I think I read the first 10 verses. But I could read them swiftly again. It might be good to read, but it's about. Uh, so chapter 4 is about uh, oh, look at that. Jnana. 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 Okay. I don't know how to pronounce it. I've heard it said jhana. Jhana, yoga. Unit of wisdom. Hmm. So I think the word yoga in here doesn't mean the philosophy of yoga or the practices of yoga. I think yoga in this case refers to that to it's saying that, okay, the topic of this chapter is on jhana, and jhana is wisdom, unitive wisdom. So in this chapter, Krishna is one of the main characters. The others are Arjuna. Krishna openly declares that his one purpose is to restore the secret of yoga. But the initial claim he makes may sound strange to those who are not familiar with Indian mythology and symbolism and the archaic literary style of the Gita. Krishna says, hmm, interesting. This author calls it Indian mythology. So when I hear the word mythology, you might say, or I might think, oh, it's stuff that was made up and you don't have to believe in it, right? But for maybe for devout Hindus who are familiar with all that is called Indian mythology, uh, to them it's not mythology. It's like their beliefs, or their stories, like our Bible stories. It's very meaningful and very true. At least if it's such a long time ago story that it's like metaphorical or something, or it's got some deeper meaning to it, then maybe they do realize that it's just a story. But then maybe they have expression, a religious devotion to certain of these characters in the mythology. So that might make it part of their system of beliefs, the mythology. So maybe they're true. Maybe not so historically true because it these mythological stories, they might be set several thousand years before the Common Era. So, and no specific dates can be determined that way. So it's like, say, 2,000 years BCE, plus or minus 500, something like that. It could be. Hmm. And when the stories developed and changed so a bit. Hmm. But I'm thinking of the Ramayana and the Mahabharata. So this Bhagavad Gita, it's a portion of the Mahabharata. Hmm. You could say it's an episode of the Mahabharata, and maybe the Mahabharata is could be what 20 times bigger than the Gita. So Mahabharata is pretty big. Yeah, and so compared to the Gita, and the Gita, yes, it's huge, and this Gita is very small compared. Hmm. So you could say that the Gita is a story within the many stories of the Mahabharata, except that they're n- not unrelated. They have a theme, and there's a plot and an outline. So you could say that this story in the Gita is like a culmination of the story in the Mahabharata, the ongoing story. Hmm. Okay, so let's see. What I could do is take a picture of it. Mhm. No, maybe I could share screen and screen. Uh, oh, wait a minute. Mm. What I could do is first go to the camera. Where's my camera? Oh, I can use the Motorola trick. Let's see. There, camera opens. When you twist it, just shaking it turns on the okay, so I'm going to go to I'm gonna take a picture of oh, mm, mm, I'm taking pictures mm, of the book. Uh, I feel like I've taken 20 pictures already. Yeah, and I can't stop now until I get finished the chapter. So the chapter has an introduction, then it has the verses with So it's got the Sanskrit and then a breakdown of the Sanskrit, and then hmm, then what it means in English, and so on. But then after that's done, the the teacher came up with came up with yeah, yeah. Mm. Chapter 4 is pretty long. Let's see. Now I'm going to go to Office Lens and see if I can generate a Word document. Boy, where's Office? There it is. Hmm. Wait, what happened? Shit. Wait. Man, I'm about to fall asleep. Let's see. Almost done doing the Office Lens. Um, see if I can pull out the OCR of the pages. see. I picked up quite a few pages. Well, in the Office Lands, there's how many pages? Oh man. Let's see. Let's see what document. Let's see, like, uh, let's see if I can fix this. Let's see. Okay. Lose, lose something. Let's see. 8 to 4. Hmm. Oh. Mm, mm, yeah. Mm, 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 mm. Hello, Johnny. Don't go away. It'll get better soon. There's more people coming. Maybe we'll play a game. The game of Vinci. Hmm, do I know Johnny? We'll find out. I'm sleepy. I didn't sleep last night much. So how are you, Johnny? We chat a while. We might expect some special guests. Let's see. We might have Joel from Toronto, Canada. Mm, Rami from Northern Florida. Jorge from Texas. Birdas Lama and family in Nepal, in the Indian subcontinent. Mm, sometimes Don shows up. Sometimes Hiroshi shows up. There's a lot of sometime folks that show up. I try not to bug them too much. So, what could we have as a topic for discussion? Last week, we talked about, we considered what is God? Where is God? Things like that. Hmm. We could think about, hmm, what is a game? Oh, shit. I guess he left. Oh, hmm. Oh, yes. Okay. Uh, Johnny. Hmm. Let's see. Hmm. Welcome back, Johnny. Uh-huh.
All right. I was trying to fix the mic, you know?
It's working.
It's working nice now?
Yes.
Beautiful. So who am
Oh,
I talking to? Who am I talking to? God?
good. Good.
Who am I talking to?
Yes, you could be talking to God. Maybe I'm God. Maybe
Well,
we're all God.
it depends on what you say, you know.
Uh, yes, I'm doing a meditation where I ask myself, who am I? And I am the shining self with a capital S. And I am not just this perishing body. Hmm.
What makes you think you are a shining self? What's your proof?
I am the shining self.
How is
What's
that?
the proof? Oh,
Is that like what does it feel to be a shining self?
mm.
Hmm.
It's like you feel like you're one with the universe, with nature.
I tell you what I see. I see a shining leg. I don't see a shining face.
Oh, oh, my legs. Let's see. Fix
Okay.
that. Where's my where's my where's my camera? Oh, like this? Mm.
All right. Now you're flipping it around. That's good. All right. I see you, God. How's it doing?
Hey, how am I doing?
Can you fix the universe a little bit? Like the world is kind of messed up, God. You gotta fix it.
You think so? Uh, no, I like wars every now and then. Yeah, it's a bummer wars for the people in it usually, or have to. Must be pretty bad. Mm, uh, having your kids get blown up, things like that. Hmm. Yeah. Wow. Like ethnic cleansing, or they're just trying to go in and take over another country. That's not nice.
Are you sick, God? Why are you sleeping?
I'm half asleep. Hmm. Yes,
So half awake.
I didn't sleep last night too much. Hmm.
Why?
I was
You've been catching with someone whole night or what? Uh-huh.
mm, last night. I changed the oil in my car all by myself in the and it was dark. So I used my phone camera to light up underneath the car. I dug
You
a
are
hole.
mechanical God then. Mechanical God.
I had a hole dug underneath the car. Well, before I put it under the hole, so I could get under it. Hmm.
So
uh,
sorry, can I ask you what have you named the reunion for? Like what's the name of this meetup activity?
oh, it's wake up and think clearly, where
Okay.
we
What makes you
wake
talk
up.
like that? Like are you putting an act or are you just, like that?
Oh, hmm,
Everything you have to think of, huh?
hmm. Yeah. Back in when the pandemic started, I um, uh, I decided to start uh, a Zoom meeting every Saturday morning with a few friends, and we talked about philosophy, religion,
Oh,
psychology.
I would
Right?
like to start a meeting group, but I don't know how to start meeting a Zoom meeting. Like, do you have to pay to be able to host a Zoom meeting? Do you need to pay?
Uh, oh, there's a free version. You don't have to pay, but I'm paying like I don't know, $18 or $19 a month. Maybe I should cancel it.
That's too
That
much.
when
You know
when
what I
you
can do with $20 a month? I can, $20 with $20, I can almost live like 10 days in best life. Can have my best life for 10 days. What I
yeah.
live. Yeah,
Wow, that's
yeah,
pretty awesome.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty lazy and spoiled. Yeah, if I cancel it, then what happens is that after 40 minutes,
we get kicked out and I have to start it back again. But then
Oh, so for the free version, it only lasts 40 minutes?
yeah,
Okay, at
there's
least
some.
okay, so I can propose something to you. You know, I've been teaching philosophy for a while now. You can keep
Wow.
you can keep the Zoom meeting. I can, you know, let's say publish your meetup. You know, you can like let me organize the event and maybe it's a win-win for you and me, you know?
Yeah.
You think about it, man. What's your name?
Jairo Moreno.
Okay, you have good intentions, but it's not gonna be you're not gonna be able to gather a lot of people like that. Anyway, I'm offering my help. I can host the Zoom meeting. I can take care of the meetup group if you want to. If you don't, no problem. You take care, man. That's it.
That's awesome. That would be interesting. It would inject a new twist to wake up and think clearly. I've been doing this since 2020 something. I think 2020. Yeah. And the
All right, if you're serious about it, just let me know.
well,
You know, I'm being serious. I don't want to joke, you know, around, you know. I got stuff to do. I'm looking to start, you know, something like that, but I'm willing to be, you know, to start with you for free. You know, I don't need to have any money, but you already
mhm,
have a Zoom meeting, you already have a meetup, you already have everything organized. I'm willing, you know, to run it.
okay. Yeah. Yeah. We could do something with it, make it more interesting. And we
Good. So
your
now
help.
you know what we're gonna do? I'm gonna send you my email, you know, and think about it. If you think it's good for you, let me know. Send me an email and then we can talk about it, okay? You think my English is good? You understand whatever I'm saying right now?
Yes.
You think the accent is good?
Yes.
Okay.
Here's they can type in the chat room
Yeah.
the email. Here's my email, Sophie@gmail.com. Aha. Yes.
All right. I'm gonna type in my email too again.
Mhm.
I mean, for the first time, not again. I know.
In the chat. Mhm.
Yeah, yeah. You let me know. I'm not gonna email you and bother you, but you let me know, okay? Let me know what you think about it because I see you have good intentions, but maybe you don't have a team to work with you. So I'm willing to work with you for free to gain more experience about, you know, this virtual world, you know? And
Mhm.
see, email.com. Okay, I sent you my email and you
Okay.
can let me know what you want to do with this group as long as you're paying already. You don't want to lose your money, right?
All right. And I also pay for meetup.com. We have a
I
meetup
know.
of Central Florida philosophers.
I know.
Plus,
I know that you are
that's
paying. That's why I'm willing to help, like to work for free. For me, it's gaining experience. For you, it's getting your money used in a better way. That's what I'm saying. I can gather like some people, you know, can bring some people. I can host the meeting. I can propose some subjects, talk about them. You know, you think I can do that?
yes, help make the meeting that I have. See, I have a channel on YouTube called Wake Up and Think Clearly.
Anyway, everything I can do for you and for me, you know, this is a win for me and a win for you. As you already, you can earn by money and you can just create, you know, this Zoom meeting and meet up and I can host it, you know, I will be the host, the one who's gonna, you know, make things go around, you know what I mean? So you got my email, you know, you already heard me, you know my intentions, so you do whatever you think it's best, okay?
Okay.
You got me?
Yes. You can check your email. I just sent you an email.
Okay, so how do you think we're gonna do that? Like, what's the way to be able to do that for the Meetup and the Zoom? You want to gather more people?
And make it make the meetings interesting. Hmm.
Yeah, I can make the meetings interesting and gather more people. That's maybe what I can do.
Wow, that'd
So
be
what you're
cool.
willing to do for me back?
Hmm. I will. I will. Let's see. What can I do? Maybe I can.
You know what you can do for me back? You can open a meetup subscription for me. I don't need money. I just need the meetup app.
Oh,
Yeah,
like
that's all I need. You need the
like
service. You know?
a meetup group or schedule.
No, no.
Yeah,
I
you
want you. I would like to have a meetup group for my name with my name on it. You know, like I'll be the responsible for it. You're just gonna pay for it, and I'm gonna run it. You know, but I will help you too in your meetup activities. That's what I'm
okay.
offering. And also the Zoom. You're gonna have to pay for my Zoom too. You know, for only 1 month. That's it. All you need is 1 month. I need is 1 month. That's it. And you think about it. If you like it, you know, send me your approval via email, and you know, we can start working from there. You already see my potential, right?
Yes.
It's okay. What do you think about my potential?
Sounds interesting.
Or do I sound like a spam to you? Do I sound like a scam to you?
No.
Okay. So if you're willing to get a better use of your money and group and Zoom, you know, I'm here. That's what I'm saying. All right.
All right.
You
Well,
got me, sir?
yes.
Huh?
And we might have a someone that's a regular hmm, a regular friend of this meetup of this meeting. His name is Joel, and he's in Toronto, and he invented a game. So sometimes we play it. It's kind of like uh, mm, like tic tac toe, but more complicated, but not as
Anyway,
complicated as
listen, Joe.
chess.
You think about my offer, okay? You already have my email. You talk to your friend if you want, you know, just make sure you want to do this and anything like that. I have another meeting now to, you know, attend because I finished my studies and then teaching for 1 year. Now I want to go virtual, you know. But in my country, we don't have this fucking bank system, you know. That's why I'm trying to set up my
Excellent.
virtual platform. You know what I
What
mean?
what is what is your specialty in what you studied
No,
or what did you have?
I studied philosophy for like 2 years, and then now like I'm writing a book about making decisions, you know, the coherence between, you know, the heart and the brain. Like, should you base your decision on your brain or in your heart, on how you feel or how you think, you know?
Hmm, all
Depends
right.
on the space time, depends on the situation, you know, all of stuff like I'm trying to write.
So
It's like call the book On Your Way to Be the God You Are.
we have a tendency to overthink or maybe to follow a certain set of beliefs, and maybe that requires using uh, reasoning or logical thinking. But what
Depends on what
about
you want in the end, you know. Before you start anything, you're gonna have to say, what do I want to happen at the end? Like, what's my destination? If you don't have a destination, you're lost, my friend,
so
right?
we have to
So
think
if your
about
destination is to feel peace inside, there is a way to that. If your destination is to be creative, there is a way. If your destination is to be, I don't know, whatever you want to be chaotic, there is a way for that, you know. I can teach you how to be bad, I can teach you how to be good.
And
Both.
where is the heart involved? In what? You
And then the
want
heart is like the receptor of the feelings, right? When you feel, it's vibrations, and vibrations get received through the heart. But when you think, it's a frequency, and it's another type of frequencies. Two types of frequencies, one received by the heart and one received by the brain. You know, you gotta have to feel and think. Every idea has its own feeling. If I say if you're looking good, you're gonna feel good. If I say you look fucking ugly, you're gonna feel bad, right?
and, you the part of you where that creates words or sentences or whatever verbal things, what or language. Where does that happen? In the heart or in the?
Anyway, all that is gonna happen whenever you approve for my email. You know, I already showed you what I can do. I showed you what I know. I showed you what I can be. Okay? You got my email. If you are willing to do whatever I want for me, I'm willing to do whatever you want for you. Okay, my friend? It's a give and take opportunity. I'm not taking everything and you're not taking everything. We just give it a take here. That's what I'm trying to do. Okay?
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome, my friend. I gotta go right now, and hopefully you have a peaceful day like it is right now.
Mm, thank you.
And
You
don't jerk
too.
off too much, okay? Don't jerk off too much.
Okay, I think I
I'm
did
joking.
too much of that in the shower.
It's all right, man. Whatever makes you feel peaceful, man. All right.
Now I'm sleepy.
Okay, whatever works. All right, see you, man.
See you.
Okay.
Mm, and I'm thirsty. Mm. So that was Johnny. Uh-huh. Mhm. Mm. I'm thirsty. Oh, you know what? I was going to let's see how this oh, let's see how this came out. Oh boy. Let's see what's going on here. Oh, did it come out right? Oh, oh, there's a waiting for. What's that? Let's see what that is. Hmm. Okay, so maybe I could do it now. So I'm going to share. Hmm. Share. Let's try this one and see if I can find the oh, a single app. Let's see. That's oh, something. Share screen. Single app. Oh, let's see. Right. Different word. Find a word. Here it is. Oh, not allowed. Shit. Oh, right. What's that? Show systems. Let's see. What about screen? Oh, what is that? Square. Square. I can't find it. Smart. Square. Hmm. Damn. Allowed. And there's so all of them are not allowed. There's all allowed. And let's search. This one. Can't seem to find it. See what whiteboard. No, it's taking so long. Let's see, go back to meeting. Won't come out of it. Hearing. Hmm. Hmm. Where's my document I made? Maybe it's up here. Oh, it's not there. Hmm. Maybe I have to change the other one drive. Oh. To try to share, but I didn't. So, hmm. So, how are you, Joel?
I'm good, Hira. How are you?
I'm I'm alive.
Whoa, wow. That sounds like a pretty low bar.
I'm a little thirsty and a little sleepy. Maybe I should get up and get some water.
Yeah, I think that's an idea.
Let's see if I can do that. Let's see. Let's see. Eh, let's see. Oh, there I am. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm getting up and going to the kitchen and drink some water.
Sounds like an
So,
idea.
so what have you done this week? That that made you feel proud to be a Joel Schuster. Mhm.
Nothing specific that I can think of,
Hmm.
but I'm still here and the week isn't over yet. Maybe I will do something later in the day that will make me proud. How about you?
Hmm. Yes, maybe later today I will do something else that will make me feel like, wow, I surprised myself. Yesterday or last night, I surprised myself. I changed the oil in my car. Well, it's not my car, it's my brother's car. He let me borrow. But I changed the oil all by myself in the dark. Well, I used the light from the phone. I dug a big hole underneath the car. Well, I didn't do it right while it was under. Well, no, I had made a hole set up and then I drove over the hole and I could get under there. The hole was as deep as up to my knee and I could get under it and I used a hmm, a number 14 millimeter socket to loosen up the bolt and out poured the black oil into a pan. And then and I also took off the old filter with a special tool. And I got oil all over me and it was hot. Well, my yeah, I spilled some oil, but it was into the dirt. But I got most of it, and I poured new oil. Is a Valvoline Restore synthetic oil.
Oh,
And it's
really?
running
Synthetic
better.
oil is expensive.
Full synthetic, and it's supposed to be. It's highly recommended for cleaning the inside of the oil. Well, they have. I found it in a YouTube video where they have professional experts that run tests on oils, and they said they determined that this oil is outstanding because it cleans the inside of that black soot or whatever or burnt stuff that sticks to the metal parts. So then the car will come out shiny. Hmm. Yes, it's been smoking, and Like when I turn on the car, sometimes it smokes a lot. I'll check it and see if it smokes.
Well,
Continue.
if it's smoking, it usually means it's burning oil, doesn't it?
Oh yes, it's been burning oil. So, but then after I drove off, I didn't see any more smoke. Mhm. Mm. What else did I do that was exciting? Mhm.
Have you
Mm.
changed
Oh,
oil in your cars before?
yes, the time before this, I did it. I did it on the other car, and it ruined it. And that's why I have this car. It's maybe I added a little too much. This time I think I got it right. I
Well, I hope so.
hope so too.
Yeah. I've never done that. I've never changed my own oil. I always wonder about how do you dispose of the old oil?
Oh, I got it in a container, specially designed for containing old oil. So I'll take it to a auto parts store and they'll drain it into a big mm, mm, container full of old oil. And maybe they take it somewhere to be recycled. I don't know. It is black oil. I guess they
Also,
could recycle it.
I think that once you put in synthetic oil, you must always use synthetic oil.
I've heard that too. But these auto mechanical experts on oils, they say no, no, it's okay. Uh, you can go change it from one oil to the other. Hmm.
How much did that oil, synthetic oil, cost you to buy?
I bought it at Amazon. Hmm. I forgot. $27 for 5 quarts?
5 liters, 5 quarts, or whatever they sell it
Five
in.
quarts or 4 point something liters? Hmm. It was about $30 and the filter maybe $20. Mhm. Maybe less. I tried to get a good one. Hmm. Let's see. What else did I do that was exciting? Oh, and the day before, I cut the grass for a lady who asked me to cut the grass because she no longer has someone that's regular that's cutting the grass. Maybe he got disabled a bit, so it was getting growing, and so I cut the grass for her. Well, maybe 90% of it. I got 10%, so I got to go back and get the rest because it's getting dark, so I stopped. Or or maybe I just got tired and I stopped. So I said I'll do it another day. So I told her I'd come back today and cut the
Oh,
grass with a. She has an electric lawnmower. So this is the first time I ever used an electric lawnmower. So see how does it work? Well, you need a long extension cord actually, and
oh,
it's a
it's
Ryobi.
electric, not battery. You
Well,
got to drag this cord around everywhere?
yeah, it's a long orange extension cord. Must be 100 feet. And
Yeah.
when I yeah, the last part of the yard I couldn't reach it, so I had to plug it in through the open the door and before I had it plugged in to like the laundry room area outside, and then I couldn't reach the last part, so I had to open the front door of the house and plug it in near the living rooms, or right close to the door inside, to make it reach maybe 10 or 15 feet more. So that's what I got left to do is that last part where I had to plug it in through the living room and yes, electric lawnmower. It's pretty lightweight actually and kind of thin, but it's pretty maneuverable. Yeah, you can push it with one hand. Mhm.
Does she have a very big yard?
Well, I thought it looked like it wasn't too big, but I underestimated because I had to also get some other areas around the side of the house. Yeah, that's what I got left. The side of the house. Yeah, the front yard. Yeah, it's mostly the front yard, and it wasn't too bad because there's a big tree that made a shade, so it wasn't too tall in that area. But then but then there was an area on the side of the house that was that was the grass was thicker because there's no shade. Yes.
Has
Let's
it been a
see.
long time since it was mowed last?
Yes, it was getting thick and tall. Not too bad, but yeah, there were some parts that looked kind of that if she would left it any more days more, then she might have gotten complaints from the city or something for not cutting the grass.
I
Mhm.
see.
And
Is that something you're doing for a few people now?
and she paid me. Well, we sort of negotiated, and so she paid me $30 for what I did the yesterday, and she'll pay me another $30 when I finish cutting the rest of it. So $60 for mowing the yard.
Is that
Mhm.
pretty standard down in Florida for a house, or do you know?
No, I just kind of hmm, I asked for more, and so kind of we got to of agreed upon price, but she was paying the other person like $13 an hour, so maybe the other person would do it in 3 hours or something. Mm,
And
mm,
how many hours did you spend on it
mm. Maybe 4 or 5.
already? And another 4 or 5, so she really got a good deal.
Mm, maybe I only have an hour left to do.
Oh, you think you can finish it that quickly?
Because there's a little part near the street on the side of the house. So maybe I'll do that today. Yes. Mm. What
What's
else was exciting?
is it very hot down there in Florida now or not yet?
Mm. Yes, when I was cutting the grass, it was getting hot. Mm-hmm. And I think that's because I started in the middle of the day. But if I go there in the morning, like around now, maybe I
Yeah.
can get there by 10 or so, and it won't be so bad.
How did you find out about her?
She's a friend that I've gone visit her and help her out in things like how to use the phone, how to use the computer, and how to use the televisions and the internet.
Oh,
She's trying to get up to date with technology, and she likes to watch YouTube videos where she learns educational YouTube videos like the 3 foods you should avoid and the 3 foods you should eat, and or exercises to reduce your belly. I should do those too. Yes, I showed her how to find things on YouTube and try to how to turn on the computer and how to turn it off, things like that. Yes, I've given her lessons before, and but she needs more. I haven't been to her house in a while, so she forgot everything. So now, or she doesn't practice enough. So she maybe I could charge her like $20 for a lesson or two, for an hour or so. Yeah, she paid me yesterday 30 for the grass and 20 for lessons. That I showed her how to use the computer again, how to turn it off.
How old a person is she?
She must be 78 or so.
Wow.
Mhm.
And she just lives alone.
Yeah, she got widowed maybe 15 years ago.
Oh,
And
wow.
she used to have a roommate, a female roommate, but her female roommate and friend passed away maybe 5 years ago.
Mm,
So now she's alone in the big house. Amazing.
yeah. What do you ever hear from Rosa at all?
Yes, what's she doing? Yeah, she did a yard sale,
Oh, yeah.
and mm, let's see what else she thinking about. Was she? Oh, I didn't. Oh, she's thinking about renting the condominium, but she didn't mention that she needed an announcement, like to put on Craigslist. Like when she rents places, she
Yeah.
asks me to put an announcement on Craigslist, and then she gets it rented that way. Unless she's already put an announcement and with somebody else. But
So she never sold that place.
mm, I guess she decided not to. Maybe she wanted to, so it'd be easy money and maybe don't have to worry about renting it. But maybe she figured out no, she won't be able to get a good sale deal or at this time. So maybe she said, I'll try to rent it again.
Mm.
Mhm. Mm. And she talked about her friend Cindy, and that Cindy likes to travel a lot, like
Yeah.
several times a year. Let's see, what's she going to next? I think she's going to several European countries with her daughter.
Oh,
Oh,
nice.
she's going to Ireland, maybe because she has roots in Ireland. Hmm. 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 What else
Is
is
it,
new?
did Jorge show up this morning?
Oh, Jorge. Hmm. I I didn't remind him or anything. But this morning, um, someone showed up. A guy named Johnny. Mm, Jay.
Never. Did you know him from before?
No, brand new person. Maybe he saw the announcement on meetup.com and he said, I'll check it out. And so we talked a little bit and then he left because he wanted to go to another meetup, maybe that starts at 8:30 or 9. Yeah, he left. He left around 8 8:15 or so. Oh, so maybe yeah, he must have joined around 8 or so, and we talked about 15 minutes or so. It sounds like he's from. I didn't ask too much about him, but he sounds like he could be from some country like wow, Romania. I don't
Oh, yeah.
know.
But he's in the US now, or was he still in Romania?
I think he's still in Romania.
Oh, neat.
No, I didn't. I didn't ask him where he's at or where he's from, but he mentioned that yeah, that in his country, uh, uh, things are the money would go farther.
Oh,
And
yeah.
he proposed that that he become a like a host and make it like a philosophy meetup and in exchange I pay for his Zoom and meetup so he can start his own meetup because it sounds like he studied philosophy for 2 years and he's writing a book on the head the versus the heart and how to align them so that you become a more successful you, something like that.
There's a lot of those more successful you ideas around than you can shake a stick at.
Oh, like self-help kind of things.
Yeah.
Mm. Maybe I should write mine.
Yeah.
How, how
Well,
to?
but how do you win at Vinci? That's what I want to know.
Oh, okay. All right. How
How
to
to win at Vinci?
cheat and influence people.
How to play Vinci and influence people in
Something like that.
Romania.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I just that country just popped into me. He could be from Pakistan or I don't know. He was a dark skinned guy,
Uh-huh.
but he didn't have like a Hindu accent. It was more like European accent. Hmm. Interesting guy. Hmm. Let's see. And so what else is new? Oh, I haven't seen Rami. Oh, I've been chatting with Mike. Not Mike Taylor, but Mike Nigro. He's a Christian kind of guy. And and he lives in Panama City. Mm. Yes, he used to show up in our meetups, and he would be riding a bicycle. Maybe you caught him one or time back when Luis Del Pino days. He would
Oh
show.
yeah, what's ever happened to Luis Del Pino?
What's ever happened to Luis Del Pino?
Has he
I don't know.
disappeared?
I don't know. I haven't been able to reach him. When I call him, he doesn't answer.
Uh,
Maybe I call him at the wrong time or something. Maybe I should try calling him around 4 p.m. That's or so, 4 or 5 p.m. That's when he's driving home. So he would answer then. He because he lives way out west of Orlando, like near Claremont, and he works more towards down north of Orlando, close to everything, not too close. No, I'm not sure where he works now, or he was working at an office. Well, he still works in the same company, the company that makes cremation equipment.
yeah.
So maybe he would work at the factory, or maybe he would work at an office place. Maybe he's working at the factory mostly. Man, let's see. What else is new? Let's see. There's Dawn. Haven't seen her. Let's see. Who else is new? Let's see.
When does your sister come back?
Come on. Oh, my sister. Haven't seen her in several weeks. Maybe she'll come back in a week or so. I better
She's in
clean.
Colombia?
She's in Colombia. So let's see what else is new. And my friend Maria is in Spain. Oh, she's been in Spain since March 12th.
Wow, long time. March, April, May, 2 months.
Yeah, and she sounds like she's gonna stay another several months. Oh my goodness, that's the longest she stayed in Spain. Maybe because she has to help her mother, because her mother has not been doing so well, so she babysitting her mother a lot lately. Maybe she's better now. She didn't mention her when I was chatting with her through WhatsApp. But
And David Norton, nobody hears from him.
oh, David Norton. Oh, one time I haven't seen him face to face on Zoom or anything, but one time I got it. Was it an email that I saw David Norton? And then when you click on it, it goes to a website, like a blog kind of page that he's created, and I think you can press on a button and a robot kind of voice. Well, not bad robot, but it's a speech something that converts text to speech, and it's a pretty natural sounding voice that they have nowadays, and that there's kind of narrating what he wrote. And it sounds like he's expounding his philosophy, that it's sort of like, it sounds like he's saying that he's saying that Jesus, maybe looking at Jesus in a stoic kind of manner, a stoic, Jesus as a wise person, not as a savior, but more as someone that you can maybe help you, maybe help you in making wise decisions. Maybe, I don't know, something like that. I listened a little bit of it. I have to listen back to it again. What else is new? Let's see. Rami, I haven't heard from Rami. I sometimes see him in or read something from him in Facebook that he posts.
Yeah, he's always posting some kind of biblical quotation, isn't he?
Yes.
He's very deep in that.
And and the other day I posted something inspired by our game last week, and so I posted the episode where we played the game. It was Lama Beard Dash Lama's son, Rajesh, against me. Or I played with him and played several rounds. And I put the if you go open YouTube in a regular browser and not in the YouTube app, but there's a way to tell it to share the video. Give me a link of the video, with the timestamp of when you want it to start. So I slid it over to about 1 hour and I don't know, 15 minutes or so. And that's when we are about to start a game so that the video will start when we're about to start the game. More interesting than the beginning. Hmm.
Yeah, where we're just yammering together. So what do you enter in there? You just put YouTube slash something?
Oh. So I went to where I wanted it to start and I paused it, and then I clicked on the share button, and then I there's a little tick mark and that you select, and that tells YouTube to add a what is it called? A parameter maybe that that sort of looks like T equals 23, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's a long string of a number, but it
Yeah, but
converts that.
how do I find that? Like, can I do that? Can I find that somehow? How would I go about finding it? I'm here in Toronto. It's somewhere on YouTube. You're in Florida. What do I type in the search bar? Do I put YouTube, YouTube videos, Hyro? What string of characters should I type in so that I can look at that?
Oh, to see
To see it,
the
the
uh,
way you're describing it.
the channel. I that that particular. Well, when I go to the YouTube channel, wake up and think clearly, then
Okay, how do I wait before you go any further? How do I go to the YouTube channel Wake Up and Think Clearly? What
oh,
do I type?
okay.
Do I type YouTube? Do I type
Oh,
Think Clearly? Watch
oh,
YouTube?
I used to have like a shortcut to it that was easy to remember, but my shortcut mechanism, I didn't pay the URL the domain name WUTC dot life. I So I need to pay that. It's like $50 a year or something like that. Well, anyway,
So that can't be repeated again. Is that what you're telling me?
anyway, that was just like to make it easier to remember to get to wake up and think clearly. So WUTC is like the initials for wake up and think clearly, except for the N. So W is wake up and U is up. Yeah, wake up. That's WTC. That's think clearly. So it's WUTC dot life. And then,
WUTC
but
dot
oh, but
life.
oh,
Do
but
I
it's not.
type, do
But
I
it's not.
type
But it's
YouTube
not.
in front of that?
No. That was like a shortcut that I pay tinyurl.com. So I created that domain name, but that domain name expired, so it no longer works.
Okay.
But youtube.com still works. But what you do is after you type in youtube.com, you put a / and you put the at symbol.
Hold on slowly. So youtube.com/
Yeah.
at, yeah, okay, then what?
Then you write without any spaces, wake up and think clearly. But the N is not the AND, it's the letter N. Wake up and think clearly without spaces between the words.
Okay. So let me see what happened. Wake up and think clearly. Let's
Yeah.
have okay, you got 40 followers on YouTube.
Well, did you find it?
Well, I think I did. Let's see what it is. Now, if I click on it, where does it take me? Okay. Wake up and think clearly. Live. I see your picture there live.
Wow,
And
it's
yeah,
it's delayed.
It's delayed.
Wow.
Yeah, you're lying there or something. You're looking up at the ceiling,
Wow.
and oh, maybe I didn't push add to the queue.
But in that channel, you can find last week's in the live section. I think I called it a wake up to Wawa.
Okay. Clip
Mm.
from this Saturday morning's episode. There's Hiroshi.
Wow.
Oh yeah, there's a few different things here, and then there's Frege's logic or something, Boltzmann's concept.
Oh, those are things I created. Mm, mm.
Okay, so the key is to type at wake up and think clearly, but remember not to use the word and.
Use the letter N.
Yeah, but that makes it more complicated for people to find you. Once it gets so many strings and so many, it's less likely people will find you.
Yeah. Maybe I could change the name to at WUTC. Uh-huh.
Can you do that?
Maybe I could. Is I could edit it and put WUTC, see if and save and see if it lets me.
Okay.
But then that might affect previous announcements. Maybe I could referring to it. But in Facebook, I put a post that starts with last week's game, more or less, and I looked. I asked AI some questions about game, like what is the philosophy of ludology, and what are the moral, ethical foundations of game playing, and what makes a game fun to play. What is involved in a game? And so Gemini AI answered with, let's break down the elements of games and the philosophy surrounding them. So, what is involved in a game? At its core, a game typically involves several key components: goals, rules, challenge, interaction, feedback system, voluntary participation, often mental and physical stimulation. So, beyond those core elements, games also include narrative, theme, and aesthetics, and progression, rewards. Now, what is the philosophy of ludology? Ludology is a branch of game studies that focuses on the formal systems and rules of games as the primary object of analysis. Ludologists argue that games are a unique medium with their own distinct properties that should be studied in their own right, rather than solely through the lens of narrative theory, as is common in film or literature studies. Interesting. It's almost mathematical. Key elements of ludology include focus on rules and mechanics, games as systems, interactivity as the key, separation from narrative historically, understanding gameness. Ludology seeks to understand what makes a game, focusing on the unique qualities of interactive rule-based systems. Thinkers in ludology often explore concepts like game mechanics, the basic actions and rules of a game, game feel, the sensory and emotional experience of interacting with a game's mechanics. That's important. Player agency, the degree to which players can make meaningful choices.
I'm
Emergent.
just gonna go put the coffee on. I'll be right back.
Okay. Complex gameplay patterns that arise from simple rules. What are the moral and ethical foundations of a game? Of game playing? The moral and ethical foundations of game playing are complex and can be examined from several perspectives. The magic circle. This concept suggests that when players enter a game, they agree to abide by its rules, creating a temporary space separate from the real world where different norms might apply. However, even within the circle, ethical considerations exist regarding fair play, respect for others, and avoiding cheating or exploitation. Oh. Wow. Interesting. Oh, rules as a moral framework. So the rules of a game themselves can be seen as a basic ethical framework within the game world. So that breaking these rules is generally considered wrong within the context of the game. Oh, and if you intentionally break the rules, that's that's uh, that's the wrongness, the sin. Sportsmanship and fair play. So many games emphasize the importance of playing fairly, respecting opponents, and accepting outcomes gracefully. These are ethical principles applied within the competitive context of games. Hmm. I guess it's, yeah, sportsmanship. Moral choices in games. Many modern games present players with moral dilemmas and choices that have consequences within the game. These can explore complex ethical issues and allow players to reflect on their own values. The ethics of game design. Ooh, game designers have ethical responsibilities in creating fair, balanced, and inclusive games that do not promote harmful stereotypes or behaviors. Wow, there's a lot involved. Sounds like. Let's see. Oh, what should I wear for cutting the grass? I guess I could wear this. Oh no, that's not good. I'll wear this. Yeah, it looks too nice for cutting grass, but that's all I have. Well, what I had before is real dirty. So, this will work. Again. Oh, let's. I wonder if this got charged. Let's see if I can plug this in. Good. Time is it? Oh. Sleeping meditation. frequent teachings. Mm-hmm. Oh. Mm-hmm. Copy. Oh, you know what I could do? I'm going to sign in with YouTube, with Zoom. Mm-hmm. Switch. Oh, okay, I'm back. And I'm going to, let's see if I can do this. I'm going to go to Zoom. I'm going to switch accounts. Mm. Go like this. Switch account. There we go. Then I go to this. Mhm. Mhm.
I'm back with my oatmeal.
You're back with your oatmeal?
Yes.
Hmm. And what do you add to your oatmeal?
I put in some walnuts and bananas.
Oh, that sounds good.
It's actually Neonita's leftover oatmeal from last night that she didn't eat. I just warmed it up.
Oh, that's good. And is it tasty?
It is, yeah, not bad.
Wow.
It's a bit sweet. She's put blueberries in it too, and maybe some cherries or cranberries or something.
Mm.
So
Wow.
I have a new variant of Vinci that hasn't been tested before.
You have a new variant of Vinci that hasn't been tested before?
You will be the
Wow.
first person ever to try it if you're willing.
Wow. Now, you're coming up with new variants every week.
Mm, not every week, but every so often.
Every so often. Last week we had a variant. Maybe you have they're being produced at a Wuhan lab, these variants.
I hope
Mhm.
Recording in progress.
Buddha
With Abbas, all the manifestation, his
Oh.
color, his shape, his form, everything has a inner qualities.
Mhm. So what? What is the variant?
Well, the variant is to see if you can play it with one person
It's truly Buddha, not my
and
imagination.
use
Not
random.
my, you need this competitor. It's true Buddha from
Oh, it's a one-person player. One player Vinci.
Or we can play it with 3 players, but the third player would be someone who is like a random number generator. And it's like, are you
Ah.
smarter than a random number generator?
Wow, that would be interesting. So it could be 2 players, you and I, and the third player would be a random position generator.
Yeah. I got to get a Kleenex. Hold on. My nose is running.
Hmm. Mm. 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 Wow. So the random position generator player will add an interesting element of
Is our reason actually any better than randomness?
perhaps the random position generator player will be playing, will be choosing positions that we would say, oh, that's a stupid move. Oh, and it might even help one or the other. I say, oh, I hope he doesn't move there. And because if he moves there, then he'll block me. And because it's a random position generator, it may select the more favorable position for in your view.
Yep.
And you'll say, oh, thank the gods of randomness that he didn't block me or something like that. And so perhaps you would think that the random position generator player would have the poorest outcome. Oh, but we could say at the end of the game, we have to the players that are not random, the humans have to help the random position player, the random position generator player, to help him to select the optimum removal. Say the random position generator player is did not go first, so he gets to remove a piece from one or the other. So how we do that so that we have to decide, we have to choose for him the optimum position, the optimum removal. So that we have to say, if we were playing for him, which piece would we remove? We have to think that way on an honor system. And between the human players, we have to choose the optimum move for the stupid player, the random position generator player, that would cause the most damage for the other two, perhaps.
Yep.
And that way,
I-
it wouldn't be so random. Give the random position player a chance at causing some damage, at least. That might be interesting.
Yeah, I had a few different ideas, but the idea was that people who may be disadvantaged, either visually impaired or something like that, or verbally, could still have a way of participating in the group. So
Mhm.
I had this idea when I was playing the game with a group at I think it was Yale. It was an autistic study group, and one of the young people was nonverbal, but you could see he was just very happy to be part of the group, even though he wasn't
Mm.
able to speak so others could understand him. And he was watching the games. He would sit there, and I thought, how would we be able to involve him so that he would actually be part of the game and not just a spectator? So I came up with this idea, and I've never been able to test it. I mean, there may be better ways of doing it. You've pointed out a number of improvements over the years, but this one was something that I thought we might find a chance to test it someday, although it's not absolutely necessary to do so.
Wow, that's an interesting variant. It would it would uh 2.5 players.
Well,
Well,
or what happens if the rules that we establish for the random player are such that he beats us?
mm, yes,
There's
would there
always
be
that
such a
we think that our
mm,
intellects may be good, but maybe we're really not any better than randomness.
mm,
We have to keep our minds open to that possibility.
mhm. Yes, I hope the random position generator player will not beat us. That would be
Doesn't
an
embarrass
embarrassment
us.
to our intellect, to our power of reasoning. To how could it be that he would beat us? That would be amazing. That's why I think that at the end of when all the pieces are occupying all 17 positions, that when we go about removing a piece from the one that has the most, if it's oh wait a minute,
Well,
maybe
maybe,
that would happen if there's a lot, maybe more than two or three that that we would have. Hmm. Wait a minute. I have to think about it. So if there's three players and one of them, the random position generator player is the last player. So would
yeah,
that mean?
always make him the last player or always make him the first player.
Oh,
So
that's
that,
interesting.
that would solve that problem potentially.
Oh, I didn't think of that. I was thinking that he would be one of the players that gets to choose what piece to remove. So I was thinking maybe we should be kind enough to help him choose the optimum piece to move for his advantage.
you notice we could review what possible removals would give him a chance to win, and so we would go with the one that gives him the most chance of winning, perhaps.
Well, there's lots of different ways we could do it, but the way that I envisioned it was there would be different rules for the random player. So, for instance, where the say regular players or unchallenged players, excuse me, have to have 3 in a row to take the center. The random player, if he draws that number, gets it irrespective of whether he has 3 in a row. So that creates another dimension of chance that the other players have to deal with.
Mm.
So if we use, and then we, it would take too long because once the board starts to get filled up, if the random number could keep generating spaces that are already occupied. So we would perhaps allow, if the random number generator player picks one number that's occupied, rather than keeping on rolling and rolling, you would count forward up to 3 numbers, or if those are all occupied, then backwards up to 3 numbers until you come to the first one that's available.
Mm.
That would just speed it up, just so that we're not continuously rolling and rolling and rolling to try to find the right numbers so that he could
Mm.
play.
Interesting. Oh. Okay. I think I get it. So what what could happen is say that the board is populated somewhat, mm, and and it's the random position generator player's turn to play. So we roll for him, and he gets the number 3. Oh, I got an idea. We use a die for position. Maybe. Well, if there's no pieces taken up, let's say. So we would need position 1 through 9. So we would need 2 dice. Yeah, 2 dice to be able to get the number 1 through 9. If it goes over 9, you forget it. You don't count it. Oh, yeah. No, if it goes over 9. Oh.
We could just continue counting on the other side. We can go right up to 17. I thought we would use 3 die.
Oh, 3 die to get all the way up to 17.
Yeah, or
Oh,
18.
you start.
And 18 would be number 1.
I was thinking of having 2 die and a coin to flip. So the coin to flip is to get the right or left side.
Yeah,
And
you
then
could do that too.
And then so you say he gets with 2 dice, he gets 3 and 4. So 3 plus 4 is 7. So you'd start from the centerpiece 1 and go counterclockwise like we usually do, and go position 7, and oh, it's not available. There's someone there. Oh no, wait a minute. We count and skip wherever there's something there. So if there's more, it's more populated, then you probably won't ever
Yeah, you. Hmm. What if?
Well, I played with it a little bit, and the best that I could come up with, it's not the only way to do it, or maybe not even the best way to do it, was to use 3 die. And if you if 9 comes up, the random number generator gets it whether there's 3 in a row or not. Whereas the ordinary, to say the sighted players, I was visualizing this in terms of playing with people who might be blind. Then the sighted players have to get 3 in a row, but the unsighted player gets space number 9 regardless. And then on their next move, they roll again, and let's say they get number 9 again. Well, they've already got that, so they go 10, 11, or 12, which is 1, 2, or 3 on the other side. We'll pick one side to start and the other side to continue. And then they get that. Or if those are all filled, then they count backwards from 9 to 8, 7, or 6 on the other side. Anyway, you have to play with a little bit and see what works and what doesn't.
Wow. Interesting.
Yeah, lots of different ways to approach it or to think about it.
Wow, you're such a ludologist or game designer. Hmm. Hmm. Wow. Hmm. Hmm. Oh, oh no.
Is Plato's Cave on today?
No.
Yes.
Those are they're on Sundays
Oh, okay. I thought they were on Saturday.
at 9
Oh,
a.m. Oh, I signed into another meetup. See what was going on.
He was a really strong.
Oh, like a story.
did you know you could sign into 2 Google Meets at the same time on the same computer?
Oh, really? Oh,
Yeah, I didn't know that.
I use another account for Zoom on another phone. But
Yeah, I don't think you can do it on Zoom, but you can do it on Google Meets.
oh, so have two meet two Google Meetup on the same screen, a different instance of Google Meets, different account. Probably can't do that with Zoom.
No, I don't think you can. At least I don't know how, but
Oh,
I'm surprised to find out you could even do it. It never occurred to me. But Mike Soren knew about it. He'd been doing it for a while. So I'll let you go to your other meeting. I'm gonna go get a coffee, I guess, and one of these days we'll try the random number version. Think about it for a bit, and we can show it to the others and see what they think.
okay. Sounds like a wiener.
A wiener. Okay, have a good weekend, Hyro. Don't exhaust yourself doing the lawn.
Okay. Wow. I'm getting sleepy.
Go for a rest. Bye for now.
Bye. Well, I'm not.
Oh, right. Yeah. Then second one is the second end. Second one's the offering. Yeah, there's an offering called the physically arrange and mentally visualize. So offering is the entry toward other also stage games.
Mm.
then outer, inner, secret.
It's like a
There are
llama.
many different offering mission.
Rinpoche's feeling. I think
Those,
he's from the
those
Drikung Kagyu.
arranging
Teacher.
just you can. Unless like every day try to do the water
Try to
offering.
listen to what he said.
So water offering is a benefit is it one, you have really disciplined. You have to do every morning and offering, and every night you have to remove. One is it good to discipline. Two is it a really pure offering because water is it can get easily. You don't have to spend too much money like flour, incense. Those have to spend more money. You know, water is come much cheaper than that. So that way it's become a more pure offering. So then, of course, water is the main source of surviving. Also, so like every day offering water and whatever then can. And confessing.
With the camera.
We first of all we are in the samsara, so that means that we have negative karma. If we don't have negative karma, we will be not here. We have no business here. So either way, even you have any kind of a record about making you feel guilt, but still, even you don't have that one, you are in the samsara. It means that you have a negative karma.
Okay.
We created this negative karma because of the not knowing, because of the disrespectful. Because of the careless, because of the strong afflictive emotions. So these are called the four causes to create the negative karma. You know, so sometimes we are creating negative karma because of not knowing. Like when we drive, we don't know how many beings we're killing. So there's a lot of incident happen. Sometimes we become disrespectful. That way we create a negative karma. Like I saw, I mean, like everybody saw, you know, in the Afghanistan, they destroyed the Buddha's ancient statue. Those are come from the disrespectful. And I saw one China, one man is peeing on the Buddha's head. There's a huge Buddha statue. So, and of course, when during the Cultural Revolution, they destroyed everything. China and Tibet. So those are come from the disrespectful attitude. Then sometimes we do because we're careless. Yeah, and sometimes we do because of the strong emotion. Because of the negative emotion, like angry, you start harming someone. Because of so strong attachment, you kill in some things. Sometimes we kill like a attachment. Sometimes we kill because of anger. Sometimes we kill with ignorance. So those are called the four causes to create the negative karma. Not knowing, disrespectful, careless, and strong afflictive emotion. So that way we have to confessing, because the only way to purifying the negative karma is through the confess. So we have to for the four power of the relying, power of the remedy, power of the resolve, and power of the regret. So you have to first you have the sense of regret. You know, yes, I was wrong. Then you have to rely on someone, like at this time, rely on the Buddha Amitabha, from the Buddha Amitabha. You know, then a remedy as like a recite the Amitabha mantra. And resolve means that no, I'm not going to repeat this again. So this way too, you can purify our negative karma. That's called confessing and rejoicing. So the rejoicing, so many people talk, so no need to talk. But the rejoice have a great power. So we should rejoice, because the rejoice is the directly antidote of the jealousy. So when you rejoice, they say is that through the rejoice you gain same merit. Even you not gain same merit unless you protect your own mind from the jealousy. Unless you don't have that negative emotion. So you protect yourself from that evil thought. So you should rejoice in anything is going good in the society, mundane way, super mundane way. Anything do something good, you should rejoice. Then requires the Dharma teachings. Requires the Dharma teaching is a reason, is a one. Buddhism is a more like a democracy. If a race is not agree, the teacher have no power to give the teachings. So Buddha from the beginning, he always make like democracy, always a Sangha discussion. So that way we have to request the teachings, as I think showing that one. But mainly is why is a necessity to request teaching is Buddha's teachings is according to the mental capacity of the beings. If that person is not really interested, and that person is not really, want to learn or not capable to learn that one, and you cannot force to that person to receive that teachings. Make sense? So that way, I think request is lots of reasons. So in the Buddhism, you have to request. So so because of most of people don't know that one, so that way we do the empowerment. Request is to teach you the teacher. You have to request this way, then I will give you this one. So sometimes it's helpful, but you have to request. Then, of course, that is an antidote of the ignorance. Then, say the long life prayer. We have to request to all the enlightened beings stay in the samsara continually. So sometimes you may think, no matter how many times we offering to the long life mandala, those lama pass away. Some point they died. Yes, this body may die, but they will come back. Good one. Reincarnation. They will keep continually coming. If we don't show the interest in, after they pass away, maybe they reborn in the other Pure Land, somewhere else. Then we get the fake Tugu. I think that is the case happened that one. So the offering long life mandala is not just only that body, particular body stay a long time. Not just only that one. Even the next reincarnation be authentic one come. Quick come. Make sense? I think that there are lots I have to do that one. So that way they keep continue teaching Dharma. And the reincarnated one is maybe even not better, it will come equal to the past one. Otherwise, we get a really strange one, totally different one. Make sense? So I think that's important. Then last one is a dedication. Whatever we do, we have to dedicate it. So this is called based on the Buddha Amitabha, we do this practice, Sabbath lamb offering. So that we call the pure based. Accumulation merit with base, pure base. Then there's another one is for immeasurable, meditation on the four immeasurable: love, compassion, joy, equanimity. That meditation is based on the samsaric sentient beings. So samsaric sentient beings are impure. So based on the impure base, accumulate the merit with the impure base. So through this way too, we accumulate the merit. So that is the second one. The third one, say thirdly, generating the mind, the supreme bodhicitta as a companion. So you have to generate the mind of enlightenment, bodhicitta. There's no greater than bodhicitta that benefit for you. You know, sometimes people are really interested on the, especially the Vajrayana. People really interested on the particular deity, the powerful or this and that, but they never pay attention on the bodhicitta. But the deity is a manifestation from the bodhicitta. If you don't have a bodhicitta, even you become deity's form, you become like a, you know, evil spirit with a deity's form. So without the bodhicitta, if you practice the peaceful deity, you have maybe good chance to reborn in the God realms. So earlier I mentioned God realm is a outwardly pure but innerly impure. Okay, so without the bodhicitta, you have good chance to reborn in the if you practice the peaceful deity as the God realms. That is also only desire realms, not the form realm, formless realms. If you practice the wrathful, you have really good chance to reborn in the evil spirit. There's one time somebody is, traveling, and there's one evil spirit, like his one foot is on this top of the mountain, other foot is on this top of the mountain, and his form is actually one deity's form, wrathful deity's form. And anyone go through that, people get sick and die. Lot of problem comes. We have one in my hometown. There was one. The monk did a long time retreat, but during the Cultural Revolution, he become really bad, evil to, including helping to the Chinese to destroy the monastery. Then when he died, he became a really strong evil spirit, and took long time to tame him, because many people get sick and problem comes. So it's not like you don't need to scare of the wrathful deity make you evil. No, wrathful deity not make you evil. Wrathful deity is a manifestation of the bodhicitta. You don't have the bodhicitta. You have only evil. Lots of people want to be wisdom, power, but wisdom and power, when lack of compassion, it become corrupted. Then you become evil beings. Historically, all the evil people are really smart. Make sense? None of them are dumb. They're really intelligent. That way they can, control that many beings. So, but the lack of compassion. So that reason, I think bodhicitta is the soul of the deity, particularly Vajrayana practitioner. You must need the bodhicitta if you truly want to practice the Vajrayana. So, and the same thing, so if you want to reborn in the pure land of the Sukhavati, you should. So bodhicitta, there's two kind of bodhicitta: aspiration bodhicitta and action bodhicitta. So we have two bodhicitta. So detail is today we don't have time to go through it, but even you cannot do that. So just to do this in our opening prayers is there's one bodhicitta. Is He said, until I reach the heart of awakening, I take refuge in the Buddha, I take refuge in the Dharma, in the ensemble of the Bodhisattva. Just as Sukata as a path arose the mind of awakening and progressed through the Bodhisattva training, I too will generate the mind of awakening and train the same way for the benefit of the beings. Repeat this one. And the next one is we call the short refuge. Also that is in Bodhicitta. Those two, one of those two, repeat again and again and again. Like many Bodhicitta text said, you repeat this 3 times a day, 3 times a night. So then, okay, so I think that's enough. And the fourthly is dedicating the root of the virtue, cause for the birth of Sukhavati, mega aspirations. So dedication's condition of the dedication is you have to let go of the attachment, this life. Let go of the attachment, the place. Let go of the attachment to the family or any loved one. When you have a strong attachment, your dedication will never go there. Make sense? Like sometimes you send what called this cat, like in the wind, what called this? Kite. It's like kite. You send far dedication, but then bring back. Because you hold in the string. Attachment of the string is there, so that way it never go away. So for the dedication, truly you need to let go. You have to learn how to cut the attachment. Your own body, your own possession, your own belongings, you have to learn how to cut the attachment. It doesn't mean that you don't care. Make sense? So when day come, leave, you have to leave this body, you're ready. No problem. Otherwise, no matter how much you dedicated, you couldn't leave. Your string of attachment hold you there. So I think this is the basic things that, if you really truly want to achieve, reborn in your next life, reborn in the Sukhavati Pure Land or something, you have to, cut this attachment of this life. This body, this what called the relative, this wealth, and all the related to this lives, related to the samsara. You have to let go of this all. Then finally, your dedication can bring you to the Sukhavati Pure Land. Like in the Sukhavati Pure said, you have to see this life, this body, this relative as a dream, like meeting someone in the dream. So then when you're dedicating, you want to be in the Pure Land of the Sukhavati, is what kind of attitude? What kind of attitude you need is attitude like when somebody is released from the prison, when somebody is released from the trap. When somebody is released from the fire, what called the firehouse, house caught on from the fire. Those, they never think as a go back. They just one way look directly. So that kind of attitude need to reborn in the Pure Land. We have to see samsara as a, said samsara as a fire, what called like a hole, big hole with a fire. Yeah, something like that. You have to see as a samsara as a poisonous snake nest. Island that is full of poison snake. Nobody want to go there, yeah? If you accidentally happen there, you try to run away from that fast as you can. You know that there's nobody want to go to prison. If you get the free from the prison, the release that day, you will never think, oh, I want to come back to the vacation again. Nobody want there. So that kind of attitude you need from samsara to reborn in the Pure Land. Then dedication work. Otherwise, dedication never. So that way, you know, lots of time, like Kaboba said, if you're not practicing Dharma as according to the Dharma, Dharma can become a cause to reborn in the samsara. Okay, so briefly, I think this is called the four cause to reborn. So this with the four cause. Repeatedly remember the Pure Land of the Sukhavati, thinking about the Sukhavati. One, continually accumulate the merit and wisdom. And generate enlightenment, Siddha, 3, and dedication.